What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Last Regrets favorite nerd. Today we are looking at KFC's Fader and Rover, and this is pretty much how they come, except this was with this guy. So we'll talk about Rover first, since it's a new mold. Paint looks good. The silver, the black. Ooh, all that looks pretty good. Good on them. Good on them. And then the same translucent plastic case to transform him. The only real issue is this piece, so just get that, get this piece out of the way. This is a double hinge right here, but it's so tight that what I had to do was get a screwdriver in there and bend one of them, and then you can like double hinge it against itself. And be careful, because the first time I did this, I didn't break the wheel. This wheel just pegs into this plastic bit there, and it snapped off. So I just snapped it back on, and that's that. Then these pieces fold down here and here, and then this piece can fold up, and then you can even angle these back up if you so desire. And I wonder if this will roll. I don't know. These wheels here, they do angle down. So let's do one click there. Kind of good night. Yeah, that'd probably work fine. Nope, that doesn't sit quite right either. So we'll just keep them up. Doesn't matter. And then let's see. This piece seems to want to slide forward. And so does this piece here. And then there it is. So it's kind of a pain to get out, but alright. So I don't know. I guess you can line these wheels up, but they're so delicate and dainty. I don't think it's worth it to get it to roll. You got a hinge here for articulation and a hinge here for articulation, and then one at the base there for articulation, and then you can adjust that if you want, and then that little bit up there at the top. And I think these actually come down. They're supposed to be down, and that's that. And then for this guy, he comes with the same purple translucent case and two alternate heads that I don't think I can see the difference in, and then two of the gold guns that we've seen before. He looks like the paint job looks okay. You know, this guy has a lot of lines, and it was the same thing with Rewind. Like they didn't fit really tightly up in there against one another, but I guess it's good enough, I suppose. So let's see here. See if I can remember how to do this. Bring these feet down, and like that. That whole piece slides up. These pieces rotate forward. That one sits a lot better than this one. There, finally got it. And accordion the arm down. Flip the head up and around. And there we have him. Hold on one second, I'm getting a phone call, and we'll take a look at him. Alright, so let's finish cleaning him up a taste. Fold this in. There we go. Alright, so paint wise, we just have the silver, the gold rather, on the torso and pelvis. It does look a little plain in comparison to Rewind, and we'll get them out here in a minute. Head is on a swivel, and then you can kind of get a hinge just from transformation tilted back. And shoulders are on a hinge, and then they swivel here, and then you can't really do it at the corner, so you'd have to be down or up to swivel. And then you have a ball joint in there to get you that range of motion, and then also a bicep swivel. And then you have a elbow, it's a double jointed elbow there, and then a wrist, which is probably on a ball joint that you can turn around there. And same for the other side. No waist swivel. Once again, we have ball jointed or ball peg hips, which gets you out to here, and then it bends here, but it still kind of works. I'll give it to them. And then you get the swivel at the ball peg, and then you get the knee that's on a hinge here. And due to just the hinges that are also up here in the hip, you can get some pretty extreme poses. And then the ankle is on a ball peg, so you get the tilt and a little bit of a rocker. And that's him. Let's see. You know what I'm curious about? I guess you just exchange the heads by the same way, popping that one off and then putting the others on. But you know what I'm curious? I'm curious to see if he holds his guns any better than Rewind did. Not really. A little bit, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad that's fixed. He feels different than Rewind. I also held the pink one, and he doesn't feel like the pink one much to me either. He's kind of his own beast. So there they all are, and at least it's done. And they don't look bad together, but really I think that the relief for me is at least it's done.
They're gonna make more KFC tapes. I know it.
They can't hurt you anymore.
Final thoughts wise, I mean, you know what you're getting into here. Like, I gotta be honest, like the Rover is more impressive to me than I thought it would be. Like the paint and stuff, it looks good. I mean, it looks the part, you know, for what Rover is supposed to be. But you know, it's an expensive set, and it's not the greatest set. And I've talked about the problems with Rewind. The same problems kind of come through with him. He's got some loose joints. You know, there's nothing stellar going on here. I feel like I think this piece might still be die cast, this front piece. And he doesn't have the sticky paint like Rewind had. So, you know the drill. If you have the other ones, you got to get these just to finish it off. If you don't have the other ones, don't get these to start. Because hopefully somebody else will have a better set coming down the pike. But for the KFC tape line, I mean, these guys in Rewind are definitely a slice above the rest, because the rest are really rough. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. He's not stellar by any means necessary, and he's not going to melt your heart or anything, but he'll do. This guy, like, the more I look at him, I mean, he's junky. This one's junky. This one's not as junky. This one's junky, but there's a ton of paint in there. You know, the blues and reds and all that. Like, there's a ton of paint. He looks pretty good, just sitting there. Whereas this guy looks kind of plain, even though this guy's better made. So I don't know. You know what you're getting into here. If you want them, get them. If not, don't. There's no improvements, but there's nothing really worse either. So it's just, you know, more of the old KFC, or as Enter the Realm calls them, the bad chicken. Just kind of more of the same. It's a bit distracting, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.